I just wanted to be something random. I wanted to think outside of the box. And, you know, I thought a rainworm would be kind of fun. We all know worms.
FDA-approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight, and it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
Facelift. Face.
Oh, Jesus. That's my real skin!
That guy just said, give me a pass. Get back.
Boy, you're in the way.
But the silver lining of this cloud, of course, is
you could probably learn from Julianne Hough, Bill Maher, Heidi Klum, and Colton Haynes how not to offend folks this Halloween season. So it's one thing for a celebrity to dress up as another celebrity, because most of them are friends. But to dress up as a passed-on version of a celebrity, that's where I draw the line. But apparently Bill Maher doesn't agree, because the television host chose to dress up as the late, great crocodile hunter Steve Irwin, who passed away when a stingray's barb pierced his heart. And his costume included the barb itself protruding from his chest. But look, if that doesn't make you mad enough, because I'm already furious, the Australian animal lover only passed on in September of 2006, and Bill wore the costume that Halloween, less than 2 months after his untimely end, which was insulting, not only to fans of the animal expert, but to Irwin's very real friends and family. Like, think of them, folks. Think. Julianne Hough received quite the mixed reviews when she dressed up as Uzo Aduba's Orange is the New Black character, Crazy Eyes, back in 2013. So Julianne Hough was wearing the orange jail jumpsuit, and she paired it with Crazy Eyes' iconic knotted hairstyle and painted her face brown, which led to a lot of folks being like, girl, that's blackface, it's bad. There is a history of blackfacing in the US. That's where white actors wear darker makeup in order to portray black stereotypes. There's also a history of discrimination against African Americans in movie, television, and theater industries. So when you think about all of that in history, Julianne's costume was really in bad taste. Now, she did have a statement to say. She said, I'm a huge fan of Orange is the New Black, the actress Uzo Aduba, and the character she has created, and she said it was certainly never my intention to be disrespectful or demeaning to anyone in any way. I realize my costume hurt and offended people, and I truly apologize. Now, Uzo Aduba, for her part, did address the controversial costume in November, telling E! News that she didn't hold any grudge towards Julianne, saying that she thinks maybe it was an unfortunate event, but since Julianne apologized, I felt like we could all move on. Now, Julianne Hough is far from the only celebrity to mess with her skin tone as part of a Halloween costume. Let's see, country singer Jason Aldean once went as Lil Wayne for Halloween. Designer Alessandro Dell'Acqua went as, you know what, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think, because whatever it is, doesn't look good, but I can't quite figure it out. Heidi Klum's Halloween costumes are always unforgettable, but she'd probably give up hosting her iconic Halloween parties if it meant we could all collectively forget the time she dressed up as a Hindu goddess. Kelly. So in the past, Heidi Klum has had like so many amazing costumes. She once did that whole no skin thing. She did Lady Godiva. Pretty sure she did Princess Fiona. She was a worm. She nails it. Not only are her costumes unique and edgy, but you can just tell the amount of love she has for Halloween. But her costume in 2008 was, sure, well put together, but it was the whole concept rather than how it was done that left folks upset, because a lot of folks felt like she was disgracing a sacred figure, not honoring a sacred figure. So Heidi donned multiple arms and painted herself blue in her bid to become Kali, who was the goddess of passing on, time, and doomsday. But what upset people the most was her belt with heads and arms hanging off of it. There was a Hindu and Indo-American statesman who released a statement saying that the goddess Kali is not to be used in clubs for publicity stunts, thrown around loosely for dramatic effects, and you got a point. In October of 2016, Hilary Duff and her then boyfriend took their relationship public at the Casamigos Halloween party, and their outing caused a lot of chitter-chatter. But not for being a couple. The pair was slammed on social media for cultural appropriation after Hilary Duff dressed up as a sexy pilgrim, and her boyfriend wore a Native American chief costume. The Disney Channel star wore a skimpy black top, hat, and boots, and boyfriend donned red face paint, a headdress with feathers, and tan suede pants. Don't do this, folks. The Liz McGuire alum later apologized on Twitter, writing, I am so sorry to the people I offended with my costume. It was not properly thought through. I am truly from the bottom of my heart sorry. But this couple isn't the only one to have this whoopsie in history. Paris and Nikki Hilton have gotten in a lot of trouble for dressing up as stereotypes in different years, which communicate, girls. Ellie Goulding got a lot of backlash for a costume she wore to a Halloween party at the Bacardi Triangle in 2014, which included a elaborate headdress seen in a since-deleted photo she posted to Insta. Oh, and after a Halloween-themed March of 2021 episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore wore a headdress. And after that, she apologized to the public, and so did Bravo. Kelly Dodd and husband Rick Leventhal were criticized for dressing as Alec Baldwin and a Native American for Halloween in 2021. This was shortly after Baldwin was involved in that accidental passing on the set of his film Rust. Now, Leventhal defended his costume, saying, "In no way was I trying to offend anyone, except Alec Baldwin. He's a jerk and deserves all the heat he's getting." Now, Dodd, who has claimed in the past that she's part Native American, said her costume was simply a celebration of her heritage, saying, "I think the fashion is beautiful and this was a tribute and celebration." But when you put two and two together, it's not exactly making a beautiful number. Actor Colton Haynes issued an apology after completely transforming himself into different races, not once, but twice. In 2011, he painted his face black to channel Kanye West, and in 2012, he painted himself brown for a Gandhi costume. In a streaming video chat from 2012, he did apologize for his past costume choices, saying, "I've gotten in trouble for a few of my costumes in the past, and I wasn't aware that I was offending people. That wasn't my intention at all, and I hadn't apologized for that, but I want to apologize now. That will never happen again." Now look, Colton was very notorious for going all out for Halloween costumes. Loved Miss Piggy, there was Ursula, there was Marge Simpson, Princess Fiona, like, it's great, just yeah, stick to cartoon characters, dude. Once upon a time, Lily Allen was trying to decide what to be for Kate Hudson's Halloween party. It was in like 2014, and out of all the options, she decided to go as Dr. Luke. And this was right after Kesha accused him of SA. So the singer's Halloween getup consisted of a teal, set of doctor scrubs, shouldered off her midriff, because, gotta be cutesy. She had a stethoscope around her neck, she had shiny slip-on shoes, she had a bag, but there was a name tag. It was reading Dr. Luke Gynecology Department. So Lily got rightfully called out for this costume being in poor taste and for trivializing a serious subject. She did this literally the same year that Kesha filed the explosive lawsuit against Dr. Luke in California that claimed SA and battery, including that one incident where he allegedly forced her to take illegal substances and then harmed her afterwards. And there was another where he violently thrashed his arms at her, which led her to run barefoot down the Pacific Coast Highway to try and escape. The lawsuit also accused Luke of long-term emotional and psychological harm involving fat shaming. Kesha's claims that Luke's treatment caused her severe depression, PTSD, social isolation, panic attacks, we could go on, and she was requesting in that lawsuit to be released from a record deal with Dr. Luke, claiming his alleged actions were a breach of contract. Well, it wasn't until 2024, this year, that Kesha was finally able to release Joyride, her first single as an independent artist. So when you look back, almost 10 years ago, for Lily Allen to make that choice, very poor taste. From silly antics to outrageous comments, Snooki was the breakout star of Jersey Shore. So when it came time for the pint-sized reality starlet to select a Halloween costume, she knew her pick would get everybody talking. While browsing through a New Jersey boutique in 2010, Snooki apparently found a couple of ensembles that caught her eye. Among them, the face on the milk carton topper. So this was a milk carton headpiece that has a missing label, along with a fake telephone number. Look, I'm just saying, the Minnie Mouse ears would have been a safer choice. And that's all, folks. Happy Halloween. Because the television host chose to dress up as the late, great crocodile Steve Irwin. The man who sadly passed away when a stingray barb pierced his heart. What?
You just called him a crocodile.
I didn't say Hunter?
No.
My bad.